So welcome, my nature lovers. I hope all of you are enjoying a beautiful day. We are here, as you can see. One thing I'm going to say is thank you if you're returning for another one of my videos. And for those of you who are new to my videos, this is Skelly by Nature. I am Skelly. This is Mookie. And this is Charlie. We got a baby Hades in the background, if you can see him. Not sure if you can. But I want to say thank you to you all for another one of my videos. I just want to really express my gratitude, and I love that you guys are keeping me going. You guys are why I keep doing this, and so here's another one for you. So whether you've been foraging for a long time or you're just starting out, one thing that you learn to do is keep your eyes open. And what do I mean by that? Well, we've had some rain, and today the sun decided to come out, and I said, gee, this is a great opportunity. One of the best times to go foraging for mushrooms is, you get a day of rain, the sun comes out, things are looking good, it's a nice day, nice clean air in the woods and everything is clean, and so it's just a nice time to go mushrooming. And so we went out, and I took the dogs out, and we were out for about 3 hours. I let the dogs run around in the woods. I looked around. Nothing too great. I mean, a couple little things here and there, but nothing too great. So then we come home, and I'm sitting in my backyard, and I decide to do some weeding. And sure enough, what do I find hidden in a little bush? A wonderful little patch of mushrooms. So let me take you to this patch and show you what I had found hidden in my own backyard. Meanwhile, I was out looking for it in the woods. So let's go over to this patch and I'll show you what I got. Look at there. Look what I found. Hidden under a bunch of hostas. So, as you can see in front of me, I have what you call common puffballs. Now, as you can see, there's actually multiple kind of layers of this right now. And you can see I have some old ones back here. See how they're brown? And then there's some ones that are starting to die off here in the middle. And then, as you can see, I have some fresh new ones right here. So obviously, I missed some, and which is fine, because having some old ones is okay. What I will do is I will probably either smash those and get the spores out, because what these white puffballs will do is they'll get brown like that, and then they create a smoky, dusty kind of spore release. So it's okay to smash them because you're just helping them out a little bit, and I'll let the other ones age out a bit. But so first off, how do we know we have puffballs? What is a puffball? Well, as you can see how pure white? They got a little bit of tan dotting around them. They're small. They come in a group like that, and I'm gonna pick one right here. And so you see that? See the top on that? Get nice little speckles. Okay. So there are many other type of mushrooms that can be similar to this. There's going to be, a few that when young, before they open, they might look like a puffball, but that's basically what a puffball looks like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this group right here, and I'm going to bring them inside, and I'm going to show you guys how to better identify these to make sure you do have some puffballs, as well as show you how to prepare these. So I'm gonna clip these and I will see you all inside. Okay, so I'm back in the kitchen, and the first thing that I did is, when I got back, is I took the big grouping of mushrooms that I had and I went through, and obviously I gave them a good wash first. And as you can see, I got a nice little bowl here of some puffball mushrooms. Now, to really know that you have true common puffball mushrooms, the thing that you want to look for is, as you can see, that is pure white. See, I cut this in half, and that's just pure white inside. You don't see any gills being formed. You don't see any coloration. It's pure white. Now, to show you what one that isn't good, see how it's coloring? So that's a bad one. That's got a little age to it. So what we're looking for is, if puffballs, is ones that are pure white inside all the way through. They're going to have a yellow coloring like that. Then they're going to start to turn to green. You can kind of see how it's turning green on us a little. So those are no good. You don't want to eat those. If you're going to eat them, you want to have them pure white all the way through. The other thing, too, to look for is to see if there's any gills forming. There are some other mushrooms that you can get confused by. But if you cut them open in the middle, you'll see that, one, they're not pure white, and they'll have little gills starting to form, where it will eventually open up and into a typical mushroom that you think about. So, once again, we're looking for puffballs. That's a half right there. It's cut right in half. Nice and clean and white. Okay? So now, like I said, I have a nice bowl right here. Now, anytime you're working with puffballs, the best thing I say to do is treat them like you would tofu. They don't have a whole lot of flavor, so they're going to take in the flavor that we make with it. So give me a little bit of time. Being that this is kind of a spur of the moment, and for me, I'm going to see what I've got. I know I've got a couple things pulled from the garden. I have a couple other things. I'm going to see what I can come up with and make a nice little side dish for us all. So stay tuned. I'm going to go figure out what I'm going to do, and I will see you in a little while. Okay, so I'm back. I think I have something good for us. I'm not going to be 100% positive until I eat it, because I'm going to be honest, this was spur of the moment. I was not expecting to find these mushrooms, and I wasn't expecting to make this dish. So let me show you what I'm going to do, and let's see how this turns out. So the first thing that I'm starting with is, I've got a couple tablespoons of oil in my pan, and I'm gonna, kind of just enough to kind of coat that bottom. We're gonna get that. I put it on a medium heat, so I'm letting that oil get heated up. And what I'm gonna do is, in the meantime, I have a bowl that has a teaspoon of water, and we're gonna do, I got some soy sauce. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I got some rice vinegar. So we're going to do 1 tablespoon of some rice vinegar. And I also have a tablespoon, and this is a little secret. I don't know how many people do this, but this is brown sugar. So I like to put brown sugar with my green beans. I have, what we're going to be doing is, we're going to be cooking up. I had some green beans, I had some sweet peas, and I had some sweet peppers from the garden that I had just kicking around. So I figured I'm going to use those now. So like I said, we got 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, a tablespoon of rice vinegar, a tablespoon of water, and some brown sugar. And we're going to give that a good little mixing up. My lovely little baby whisk. I love this thing. So we're going to take that. We're going to throw that to the side for now. That's for later on. Okay, so the oil should be hot enough right now. We got some heat going on this. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the green beans, the sweet peas, the sweet peppers. We're going to throw them in there. I've got a nice big bowl of garlic. Onions, red onions I had left over. So I decided to use that up. So we're going to throw them in there. Give them a good little stirring. Get them a little coated up. Okay, so I've had this going for roughly 4 or 5 minutes now. Things that you're going to want to obviously make this the way you like it. I like my vegetables to be a little on the al dente side. I don't like them too soggy. So we got a nice little cook going, little stir fry going. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down and go to like a medium low. And at this point here, what we're going to do is we're going to give our mixture, our soy sauce and rice vinegar and brown sugar a little mixing. We're going to dump that right in. And then I'm going to throw in some garlic. Now, if I had planned this, I probably would have gotten some nice fresh ginger, but I don't have any fresh ginger, and I am all out of powdered ginger, because I just gave it the last bit to the dogs. So I'm going without ginger. If you're a person who likes your ginger, I think ginger might be a nice little touch to this dish. So now we're going to give this a stir. Get that mixed up really nice. I'm going to throw in a couple little pinches of salt. Little dash of pepper. Let that sit. So we're going to cook this, like I said. Now you want to cook this however you want your vegetables. Like I said, I'm one that I still like my vegetables to have a little crisp to them. You can see that the mushrooms, see how the mushrooms are starting to soak up that flavor. Like I said, puffballs are very much like tofu. They're going to suck up whatever flavor you add to it. They're not known to be very flavorsome as some mushrooms. You just want to kind of cook them and let their own flavor do their thing. But I'm looking pretty good here. Look at all those pretty colors. What a colorful dish. So I'm going to let that kind of sit and cook a little longer, probably for another couple minutes. Give it a quick stir. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much set. I think this is pretty much ready. Like I said, I just let go for a couple more minutes and give it a good little stir. And so what I'm going to do is I actually roasted a chicken last night. So I had some chicken left over. So I'm going to just I'm going to throw some of this on a plate. Okay, so for the last bit, or last touch, I went back into my garden again and pulled out some more of this oxalis. And I'm just going to spread some of this around. This again is going to add a little lemon zing to my plate. I'll throw some on my chicken. And voila! There we go. Nice just thrown together plate out of nowhere. Let me give this a little test. Make sure I get a little mix. That's really good. But I do think with a little touch of ginger, that would have been a little nice touch. But that's still amazing. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share this video with others, throw some comments down below, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to my channel. There's going to be some more crazy videos like this. So, as I keep finding things, I'm going to keep bringing them to you. So until the next video, be beautiful, be awesome.